Hello YouTube, it's Tom Say Magnifique with another video. So today I have a Goose Creek haul for y'all. Y'all see my little box. And I got a couple or two in there, two crates or two candles in there. I hope y'all had an absolutely wonderful day yesterday or today or whatever. It's about 1 o'clock p.m. here today. Now, mind you, I won't get this video posted until a couple of days from now because I got the other videos to post first, and then this will come after that. So, we're going to get this haul done so I can get me some rest because I have to work tonight and I got to work the next 3 days for the most part straight. Both jobs. So, here we go. So, yesterday, well, the dogs are off commission today. They had PTO today because the Frenchie is sick, so I have to put them, kind of quarantine them away from each other, and then I've been OCD cleaning with the bleach and the Pine Sol and all that crap through the house, because when she walks, I just feel like she's spreading whatever germ she has, if it's a germ. I don't think it's a germ. I think that when you have puppies and you switch their food and they finally get off the old food that they was eating, so what I do is so she was eating Purina. Now, leave in the comments if anybody has a Frenchie or anybody knows who has a Frenchie and what type of food they're supposed to eat, because I am in La La Land lost. But I might have it and I might not, because like I said, so when you have puppies and you switch them over to a different food than whatever the breeder was providing for them, you have to do half and half. And what I usually do, I do half and half for about a week, and then I start slimming it down until whatever food that they gave me is gone. So usually they give you a little supply of food or whatever to get you through until you get the regular food. So she was on Purina, puppy food. So I put her on, what's it called? Darn it, it's a science diet from, it's not Heels. It is, darn it, I cannot remember. I'm gone crazy today because the kids drove me crazy for the past 2 days. I've got a birthday kid that's birthday is the day after Christmas. So I've been running around with 16-year-olds the past 2 days. 16-year-old males at that. But anyways, what I was trying to say was that she's been eating the two, and then all of a sudden, you know, her old food is gone. Now she's eating the new food. And so the new food is kind of harder, must I say, but it's still puppy food, but it's harder. So what I always do is I boil a little bit of water, like not boil it, but make it hot. Put it in the food and then wait for it to get soft and then let the puppies eat. So she's eating a different food from the Yorkie. So what I did was, you know, after her food, like I said, the other dog did the same thing. When she got finished eating, or when she got over to her new food, it started, like she had a little bit of diarrhea or whatever, and then all of a sudden her poop got solid and then she's fine. But the other one, so what she did was she threw up the food, and it was like just little, like globs of the little pellets that they eat. Not pellets, that's the rabbit, right? You know what I'm saying, the little kibble that they eat. It was like whole, and I know she eats fast, so what I did was when I saw that she was vomiting or whatever, I bought her a slow bowl, which is the little bowl that looks like a little maze, and then they have to, literally it slows them down when they eat. So she pretty much was like, I'm not having that. So she slowed down eating a little bit, but she would still eat, so I would have to feed her more times a day to make sure she got the amount of food that she was supposed to get. So anyways, she slowed down on her food, whatever. So yesterday, she had just a little bit of diarrhea and she was still vomiting, right? But again, she slowed down eating. So today, she's had like 2 episodes of like watery diarrhea. So I was like, okay, cut it. I was like, I'm not gonna give her no food today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little mixture for her or whatever. So I did a little chicken broth and rice and a little sweet potato or whatever to coat, you know, to help her stomach out, and a little bit of ginger. Well, I make up the little stuff for her, put it out, and of course, she won't eat it. She looking at me all crazy, but she's trying to eat everything else. I'm like, here we go. So remember the the teacup Yorkie, I didn't have to do that for her. She just, you know, her body just figured it out. You know what I'm saying? But the Frenchie, unfortunately, is not coming around quick enough for me. I'm like starting to get worried. So she got like one more day to get her life together. And if she don't get better, then I'm gonna have to take her to the vet and figure out what the heck is going on. So anyways, let's get through with this haul so I can go edit the other video and post it. I got red velvet cupcakes. So this haul has been sitting here for a long time. This right here smell like exactly what it says it is. I mean, it smells like cake. Like almost like I could just cut a piece and eat it. So red velvet cupcake is that one. And then I got the Candyland something, man. Girl, can't see, Lord Jesus. This is something mint. So there you go. And it smells like a peppermint. And it don't, oh, Mr. Mint is what it is. Y'all can see, Mr. Mint. It smells like a peppermint, but dull, very dull. So that's two. Candyland. So these were on sale. I got these for like $8. This was like their candle sale. That's when I got these was candle day. So this one is Candyland. Just Candyland. It don't say nothing else on it. It's got blue wax. And it just smells like pretty candy. Like it smells like a perfume candy. It's good though. And I just like the jars, really. They're real cute. Blue Street, they lost me for a little while and then I picked back up, so we're gonna give them another try. Here's their hot cocoa and peppermint. And it smells like hot cocoa. And usually their gourmand candles are gourmand. Like this, the cocoa, I can't really smell the peppermint, but the hot cocoa is in there, definitely. It just smells like it was sprinkled in there, but it's white wax, so we know it's not hot. We know it's not hot cocoa, which is like a brown color. At least back in the day, we used to be brown. So I got another Candyland, and this one's Jolly, called Jolly. Got a yellow wax on that one. There's this thing. So this smells like a lemon cake. Or some lemon candy. But not as sparky. You know, lemon candy would be like crisp. That's like a softer yellow. Like the strawberry shortcake doll lemon meringue. That's what that smells like. If you know what I'm talking about, just put a heart in the comments. I know exactly what you're talking about. So this one is whipped caramel espresso. And it's strong on the caramel. But again, we'll see how these burn, because sometimes they get real sooty and they just smell like they burnt cookies or something. So this one is vanilla bean, just your regular old schmegular vanilla bean. And it smells like vanilla bean. And ain't not much more to say about that. I got butterscotch toasted marshmallow. Butterscotch. It's a little soft. You can smell everything in it. You just gotta kind of waver it around. So I guess when it burns, it'll probably be real good. Like as far as smelling all the scents in there. This one's purple wax. That's pretty. This is Candyland Queen Frosting. Yeah, and it smells like cake frosting. That's what it smells like. Green wax, or yeah, bluish green, turquoise. Teal. This one is Candyland King Candy. And it smells like It's a familiar smell, but I can't figure out what it is. It smells like some kind of candy, but the Christmas candy. Yep, that's what it smells like. Christmas candy. There's that. So I got Grandma Mint. Grandmama. I don't know what that. This smells like potato chips or something. That's blue. Oh, Grandma. That's why Grandma Nut. I'm like potato chips and mint don't mix. Okay. It smells like some almonds or pistachios or something like that. Roasted. This one I've had before. Butter cookie. This is good. That's why I bought it again. Yeah, when you burn it, it smells like. Now when you initially smell it, it smells kind of generic. But when you burn it, it really smells like cookies. Like you baking some cookies. So this one I thought I had before too, marshmallow sugar. But it's real low on the throat. I mean, like it's not low on the throat, but it's soft on cold. So I don't really know. I don't remember what it did as far as burnt, but sometimes marshmallow smells be like burnt, like they be sooty. So hopefully that does better. But this one, sugar cookie milkshake. There's that. Them couldn't smell alike. They all started smelling the same. Sugar cookie milkshake. This smells like ice cream. I don't know what ice cream smell like burnt, but that's what we're gonna find out soon. So that's all for the haul. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 candles. I think I spent about maybe $100 and maybe $10. That sound right? Yeah, that's about right. Like $8 a piece. 8 something. So that's all I got for that haul. I will let y'all go because I got a sick puppy to take care of. Figure out what's wrong with her and how to make it right. I might hit the pet store before I start this 3-day crash, literally. 3-day adventure, because I'm sure it'll be interesting with the new year approaching. So it is New Year's Eve, and I'd like to say have a happy new year, and whatever you need to do to get right before next year, you do it. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you made somebody mad or if somebody made you mad, please forgive them people before tomorrow. You got about 10 and a half hours maybe to figure out what you're gonna do with these people, because guess what? It ain't worth the misery. Like, why hold on to stuff? Don't make your hump in your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can afford it, if that person is still living or whatever, please make do. Because what happens is when these people leave the world, if they leave the world and you mad at them or they mad at you, guess what? You could get haunted. I don't know if y'all believe in ghosts and all that kind of stuff, but I do, because I've seen it in action, I guess I must say. And it's not like, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, I'm not a bad person. Like, I don't feel like I've done anything bad to anybody, but like, I feel like my spirit is good, you know what I'm saying? But I can't imagine what it would be like to get haunted. Like, I see ghosts, or, you know, not ghosts, but like in your dreams, you know what I'm saying? Your subconscious is real, you know? And sometimes you do see people that are gone in your dreams. And if it's a bad situation in that dream, you might want to pray for forgiveness, because, honey, that's not normal, you know? So with that said, I just, you know, like I said, I've just spent the last 2 days of my life, Lord Jesus, with my 16-year-old and his friends, honey. It was his birthday, so I made sure, like, my thing with birthdays is, because I have a kid that is not here, my youngest child has passed away, I think that birthdays are important to celebrate and, you know, make sure that whoever that person is feels special, because everybody don't make it to the next year, you know what I'm saying, next year for their birthday. So It's a ritual of mine to make sure, I take my kids out and I make them feel like they're special, like even if it's without their brothers and sisters, because they've been living all their life with their brothers and sisters. Sometimes they can care less about whether they come to the party or not, but we've always had parties inside the house. This year we had a party at Dave and Buster's for him yesterday, and when I tell you I was so disappointed in just the world in general, I just was like, this is ridiculous. But they had to run people out of the facility because two girls were fighting, kids under 18, and the girl's boyfriend jumped in the fight. So when the girl's boyfriend jumped in the fight, whoever the girl was that was by herself, her dad pops up. And her dad, of course, was strapped. He was armed. And the kids knew it. So they started screaming, he's got a gun, he's got a gun, he's got a gun. So now everybody is forced out of the building. So me, since we had we had a section in the back, the little room or whatever where you can, have parties and gatherings and stuff I'm telling all the kids that we would like get in there and stay in there. And that was the hardest thing to do. Now, when we was kids, I'm from the bricks. Do you hear me? Like, I am from the slums of Cincinnati, like the projects where people, we saw people dead in the hallway and didn't know what to do, didn't know whether to stop, keep it moving, or what. Or people that were asleep in the hallway, you didn't know whether they was dead or not because they was sitting there. They was just gone, Lots of drugs and just, bad behaviors, quote unquote. So, we was always taught, if you see somebody with a gun, you get your butt out the way. You don't sit around and wait and see what's going to happen. Because there was a street when I was younger. They named the street after a guy who got shot at the school. They lived on our street. And so one year, at the beginning of the school year, there was a big fight, and the guy was hanging out after the fight, sitting by the car, and he caught the bullet, and the bullet wasn't meant for him. So in the sense that they were telling, that they were trying to, make his mom feel better and let the world know, like, we care about innocent bystanders, you know what I'm saying? Like, they named the street after him. So, like I said, we've always, and seeing that at a young age, when I'm like in the 9th grade, just now getting to high school, we always knew, like when we went to sports games or whatever, in other hoods, quote unquote, stay together, you know what I'm saying? Don't be going nowhere by yourself, this, that, and the other. Also, when it's a fight, don't run to the fight. You find somewhere safe. You know what I'm saying? You don't just run to fights. And they all run into the fight. And I'm like, where are y'all? But again, remember, it was 2 years where these kids was told to stay home and wasn't taught how to problem solve. So naturally, they don't know what to do. They really don't, because they were stuck with us for 2 years. So, we in our house, we safe, everybody cool. If it's a fight, the kids are fighting or whatever, they figure it out and get it right. But they're brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? When you leave out of the house and go into somebody else's network of morals and values, it's a whole different ballgame. Because somebody might not be able to fight. They might not know how to fight. So they got a knife or a gun or whatever in their pocket, getting ready to use it. And that happens within milliseconds. Whereas, a fight, you can, it's time to scuffle and get up and move around and walk away, come back, all that stuff. But no, when you got a gun or a knife or whatever, it's not that quick. It's not that, it's going to be quick, basically. So I'm not going to get off on a rampage, but my whole point is be safe. It's the new year. Everybody is out here. You don't know what kind of day people are having. And make dudes with your folks. Like, even if it ain't your friend no more or whatever, send them a text and say, hey, I hope you have a good day, period. And that'll let that person know that wherever it was, squash it. Because it's not worth it. So, I'm done with my spiel. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And Happy New Year. I'll see y'all later.